we have to have that mentality, right? And as long as we play with that mentality and we can go out there and put our best foot forward, I'll be proud of our guys. I may be more proud of our guys today than any game that we've ever played, because today our guys showed the attitude and the resilience that I want LaSalle basketball to represent. Whether the ball's going in or not, we're still going to dig, scrap, and claw and find a way to win. So, we play these guys, and in a week from now, I'm going to be preaching the same message.
Players League, ask questions for Coach.
Obviously, Big Five rival game, you can expect anything. Going into these games, you never know what to expect, right? And I thought our guys really did a good job of keeping their composure when we didn't see the ball go through the basket. Focused on defense in the second half, and we just stayed committed to that. We just said, "Yo, man, it's one of those games. Ball's not going through the basket. We gotta dig, scrap, and claw, and find a way to win by 1 point. All we gotta do is win by one, and we did that. Proud of these guys, and hopefully we can just use it as momentum to just keep getting better as we head into the A-10 tournament. Got Duquesne coming up on Saturday, so gotta turn the page quick and start preparing for them.
Questions for the student athletes?
Clifton, you had a stretch there in the second half. You had the 2 or 3 key blocks. Do you think that was a momentum changer to help get things in your direction?
Yeah, I think it was. I really just tried to focus on defense. I felt like offense was not really working for me today. So I really wanted to help the guys try to make adjustments and for myself to help the team win. So I focused on defense.
And forcing the turnovers, they had like so many more. I don't have the stat sheet, but I know there were a lot more in the second half. Did you feel that defense was working as well? That's something that was, again, like Coach said, something that turned it in your direction?
Yeah, definitely. I think that the intensity and focus coming out of the second half was different than the first one. And obviously, giving up 12 points in a half is, a big thing for us. So, Coach Ash says all the time, like, no matter the ball goes in or not, we got to continue to work on defense. We weren't seeing the ball go in. We weren't shooting the ball well today, but we just kept guard because we knew we could win that one.
More questions for the student athletes? All right, you guys good to go? Clip 7 blocks, puts him one off of the all-time record held by Lionel Simmons. So we got 2 games to do it. Lionel did it in 34 games. Clip's at 27. So, all right, questions for Coach.
Coach, it was kind of deja vu from MLK Day when y'all played them out at Hagan Arena. Can you talk about kind of what you were telling your players down the stretch, knowing that you did it before?
We did it versus Dayton too, right? So we use both games as a frame of reference. Last game versus St. Joe's, last game versus Dayton that we played last Saturday. We were down, struggling on offense, didn't see the ball go through the basket, and we used our defense to create offense for ourselves, right? And it's got to be a mindset, right? I got a bunch of guys on my team, in all honesty, that think that they're like offensive juggernauts. And I'm like, yo, guys, like, we've had more games where we haven't seen the ball go through the basket than we have where we come out and we shot the ball up. So it doesn't make sense for us to hold our heads and allow our offense to impact our effort on defense, right? So, they bought into it today, and we got momentum where we got stop after stop after stop. Cliff came up huge, just protecting the rim, and then it became a contagious energy. I thought Khalil Brantley again came off the bench, gave us great energy, not just on offense, because he did some crazy stuff on offense, but on defense, his ability to just disrupt St. Joe's ball handlers and just sort of kind of throw off the timing of their offense, I thought helped us. And then, because he was defending so well, we left him out there and he made some huge shots, in the clutch when we needed it. So just an overall great team effort. Jack Clark again, didn't see the ball go through the basket, but he rebounded the ball. I thought he did a great job on Hall and Taylor Phone. And it's one of those games where you got Hall and Phone, and our guys have to exhaust all of their energy guarding those two guys because they're so good on offense. And you know, if you just give those guys any window of opportunity, that they can score the ball, right? So, you know, I'm just proud of our guys that they had the discipline to just completely commit to just defending tonight, and it was a tremendous effort.
And Coach, to come back to Khalil Brantley, you said he brought the energy. What's it like to have a player, especially a young one, that can still have fun and bring that energy even in a very like intense and dramatic game like this one?
You know what? I felt like he needed to relax a little bit. I thought he played a little tense in the first half, was putting some pressure on himself. And then once the group collectively said, yo man, just focus on defending and rebounding, I think everybody relaxed. Like even in like one of the timeouts, I just said, well, look guys, look. Like just expect the ball to not go back and let's just sprint back and play defense, right? And like once our guys really just adopted the fact that ball's not going in the basket, we're going to defend, I felt like everybody relaxed. I felt like Khalil relaxed after that. But I thought a significant part of the game early on, he played a little tense and was putting a little bit too much pressure on himself.
Actually, you alluded to it being a Big 5 game, a rivalry game, and you know, how much meaning does that have, you know, to the team to play these types of games? It looked like the crowd was really into it as well.
You know, we're both, St. Joe's and I, we're both in the same boat. Like, right, Billy and I are both trying to establish our programs. You know, all of our players know all of their players. So it's one of those things where it's a real Big 5 game, right? And that's what makes the Big 5 the Big 5, the relationships, the connections, right? When you can come to a game like this and see this type of crowd, this type of atmosphere, you know, the type of intensity that both teams played with throughout the course of the game, it's unique in Philadelphia, right? And I'm glad that our guys have the ability to experience that, you know, even in a year where we're really still trying to, you know, figure out what our identity is, to have a game like this late in the season where you feel like, yo, you're playing for something substantial, I think it really adds to the experience for our players.
Ash, it's a high probability you see these guys again in a few days. What are the pros and cons of coming right back and having to deal with them again?
I mean, the pros and the cons are, it's hard to beat a team 3 times, right? That's the obvious thing. Everybody says that. But the reality is, once the A-10 tournament starts, everything goes out the window. So what we did these first 2 games means absolutely nothing, right? So we just got to turn the page. The biggest thing for us is just going in with the mindset that, yo, if we go out there and the ball doesn't go through the basket, we can find another way to win. And whether we're playing St. Joe's or St. Louis or Dayton or Davidson, we have to have that mentality, right? And as long as we play with that mentality and we can go out there and put our best foot forward, I'll be proud of our guys. I may be more proud of our guys today than any game that we've ever played, because today our guys showed the attitude and the resilience that I want LaSalle basketball to represent. Whether the ball's going in or not, we're still going to dig, scrap, and claw and find a way to win. So, you know, we play these guys, and in a week from now, I'm going to be preaching the same message, right? I think our guys believe it because we've done it now 2 games in a row, and hopefully we can continue to have that same belief when we go down to DC.